What's up, guys? My name is Kai, and I hate that noise. That's my alarm clock every morning because I wake up at 6:45 because I have morning classes. And I hate that noise so much because I'm always incredibly tired because I don't get enough sleep. By show of hands, how many of you guys are kind of tired right now? Didn't get enough sleep last night? Okay, so a lot of you guys, right? So today I'm going to be talking about sleep, but more specifically, I'm going to be talking about sleep deprivation and how it affects your body. I'm a pretty credible person because I've been sleeping on and off for the past 20 years. And this is relevant information because as college students, I know that we're not always getting enough sleep from studying late night or booty calls like Marisa. And today I'm going to be talking about what's actually going to be happening, what happens in your body when you sleep. An interesting study I found, long-term effects and what's recommended by experts. According to sleep expert Tim Morgenthaler, the body takes time to repair and regenerate tissues in the body. How many of you guys, you go to bed at night, you just kind of pull your covers, close your eyes, and then you wake up in the morning and you don't really think about what just happened? Yeah, okay. Well, what's actually happening is the body needs sleep to repair and regenerate tissues, builds bone and muscle. So I know, like, before when I didn't used to work out or anything, I would not do any activity, and I would not do any activity, and then I would work out really abruptly, and then the next morning I would be incredibly sore. So this is what's actually happening. A lot of the muscle building process occurs when you're sleeping, and aside from that, sleep plays a large part in maintaining important bodily functions and systems that include your immune system and your nervous system. These are important because the immune system helps fight germs and bacteria that can get you sick, and the nervous system, it does a bunch of things from regulating heartbeat to breathing functions, as well as regulating hormones in the body. So now that we understand a little bit of what's actually going on in the body, let's move on to a study that I found interesting. Next slide, please. There is a study done by Professor Francisco at the University of Warwick Medical School, and there's a nationwide study. He did a study of 28,000 children and 15,000 adults, and what he found was that there's a relationship between obesity and sleep deprivation. He found that there's actually an inverse relationship, which means the less sleep you get, the higher the chances of obesity you have. So why? What's going on? This relates back to the hormone regulation that I was talking about. There are hormones in your body that affect your body's ability to recognize when you're hungry or when you're full. In a healthy individual, when your body needs food, it's going to release a hormone called ghrelin, and that makes you feel hungry. So you feel that hunger, you eat, and then when your body is nourished, your body's going to release another hormone called leptin, and that makes you feel full, so you stop eating. What happens when you deprive yourself of sleep is the balance of the hormones get out of whack. So you might have an excess of ghrelin and not enough leptin, and that can hurt because you can be eating something that would normally make you full, but it wouldn't. In this case, you wouldn't be full at all because the balance of hormones is all messed up, and this creates an imbalance, which leads to more food consumption, which leads to obesity. Oh, wait a minute. You're saying you can lose weight by sleeping? Yeah, kind of. It's way better than Jenny Craig. So, the third thing I feel that you guys should know are the long-term effects, because I feel like short-term effects are more. We know a little more about the short-term effects, but the long-term effects are more boring, and they can actually lead to some very serious things. Serious things like high blood pressure, heart attack, heart failure, stroke, and the explanation behind this, again, it relates to the hormones. Sleep helps regulate stress hormones and helps the nervous system recharge and stay healthy. over time, if you don't get enough sleep, it's going to add up and it's going to become very taxing on the body, which, like I said, can lead to high blood pressure, heart attack, heart failure, stroke, all very serious things, life-threatening things that you really don't want to be dealing with. So personally, I don't want to have a stroke, I don't want to have a heart attack. So I was looking at what the experts are saying. The experts are saying that they recommend about 7 to 8 hours of sleep for, next slide please, about 7 to 8 hours of sleep for, next slide please, 7 to 8 hours of sleep for adults. And personally, it's really how you feel, because everyone's different. For me, if I get less than 6 hours of sleep, I feel like a zombie. If I get more than 9, I feel kind of sluggish and lazy. So my magic number is about 7.5 to 8 hours. That's perfect for me. And so it's really how you feel about your body, because everyone's different. Today I covered the process of sleep, an interesting study I found, long-term effects, and recommendation by experts. Hopefully next time you guys learn something, and next time you guys can make an informed decision about sleep. Thank you guys.
All right, then, well, Tim is getting set up. Katie, what did you think?
I liked his speech. He had a lot of information, and it was definitely one that we could all relate to. And I as well hate my alarm. There was nothing really bad about his speech. The only thing was I thought his conclusion was kind of rushed. And that's pretty much it.
All right. I was a little iffy about the greeting that you had at the beginning, because we kind of talked about not doing that, but since the purpose of it was to be interrupted by the phone alarm, I thought, okay, that'll work, that's okay, you got away with it. The topic's nicely identified, and you have a pretty reasonable justification. There's a good preview of what the content's going to be, so that's fine. I do think that the second point is mislabeled, and that the study should not be the point that you're making there. The study should be the support for the point that you're making there. In other words, what you're saying here is that failure to get enough sleep can have a negative effect on your weight. That's pretty much what the whole point is about. And instead you make it about the study. And the study is the supporting material. It's not really the supporting point itself. And so I think that seemed a little odd that you labeled it that way. I can see what you're doing, and I know that it's structured. I understand that, but it does feel a little bit awkward. You know, it's like the first point I'm going to tell you about this interesting example that happened, and my second point I'm going to tell you about a study I saw, and finally I'm going to give you some statistics. That doesn't tell me what the content of the speech is. That tells me what kind of supporting material you're going to use. You don't want to do that. That's the biggest gripe I have about the content of the speech, the body of the speech. Everything else I thought you did a very nice job on. The visuals, you did seem like you fell a little bit out of sequence in that third point. Things were not coming up when you needed them. I thought you had a very nice, calm, deliberate way of speaking to the audience. You did a good job on that. All right, thank you.